There was one particular wedding we did in Mauritius for Dubai client, Takwanis and Sunny Firwani. Okay, Mauritius, like London, rains any time of the year, and the whole wedding we had created a marquee, a German hanger, AC German hanger, but they wanted the flare done outside on the beach overlooking the sunset, and we had done the mandap there, and suddenly, just 20 minutes before the Bharat started, it started raining. And it wasn't a heavy rain, but a drizzle, and people started going into the marquee. Obviously, the Bharat was supposed to take an hour. We pushed it for 2 hours. So they went slow, and in 2 hours, they shifted the entire mandap inside, and it still turned out really beautiful. And that's the beauty of such a job. It's the happiness that one feels once such a calamity happens. Most people, inexperienced people, would have just put their hands up and said, sorry, not possible. Abhi andar jaake bas aise hi fere le lo. That's what most people would do. But touch with me, my team, my wife, my family, my PCL family. We are, client is God and they should be serviced. And it was a challenge, but it was beautiful. Yeah.
I'm glad.
I think there are many, all of us have faced near-minute disasters, which I think all of us are lucky enough to have, turned them around. One particular incident that comes to mind, because this was really to the last minute, we did this very, very special event in London last year at this iconic venue called the Wallace Collection. The Wallace Collection is actually a museum in London, and it houses some of the most brilliant masterpieces, and Ghanti Bajot that we'll do a show there. So, it was a jewelry show, and our client was very excited, naturally, because you're doing it in London, and we're not doing it in a hotel, we're not doing it somewhere where it's easy, it was different. We wanted to really make it absolutely different. So of course the recce trips, 3-4 recce, this, that, permissions. To cut a long story short, getting permissions in London to do it in an iconic museum is next to impossible. So and everything is on email. There are no phone calls there. So you have to wait for the time difference and stuff like that. Anyways, everything's in place. We decided to go ahead with the event. It was in September. The timing was all right. Then they said they'll give us the venue only at 5 in the evening. They're not going to shut the museum for us. And our event was starting at 7. So the challenge at that we thought at that time that was the biggest challenge. But life has surprises for you. They said we'll give you 2 hours to prep. We had to get all our jewelry in, the jewelry cabinets in, the insurances, the caterers, in 2 hours. So we had people stand by waiting to do all that, wait for the museum guests to leave, everyone to come in, because in London, unlike India, especially Hyderabad, people are, if you say 7, they are there at 7, not even 7:01. They are there. So, a couple of dry runs, caterer, florist, decor, all that, everything was done. People were breathing. One day before the event,